We begin tonight with the court-ordered release of Columbia student Mohsen Mahdawi from more than 2 weeks in an immigration detention center in Vermont. Mahdawi, a Palestinian man with legal status in the U.S., is one of at least 4 pro-Palestinian student protesters fighting against their deportation. Camilo Montoya-Galvez joins me now. Camilo, what was the reason for releasing him?
Well, to justify his decision, the federal judge in Vermont overseeing this case, John, made several important findings. He noted that Mr. Mahdawi has not been charged with any criminal offense. He also found that he is not a danger to his community, opposing what the Trump administration tried to argue in federal court. And importantly, the judge also found that federal courts do in fact have jurisdiction to consider the arrests that the Trump administration is making to target students and advocates who are affiliated with the pro-Palestinian cause on college campuses, using a law that allows the Secretary of State to make people deportable based on the argument that they threaten the foreign policy of the U.S. And this ruling was scathing at times. He said that right now, legal residents who have not been charged with any crime are being targeted because of their political beliefs. The Justice Department has appealed.
Now we got to switch over to the Kilmar Abrego Garcia case. So everybody get ready for a different new case. The president said in his interview with ABC that he could get him released anytime he wanted. How does that conflict with what they've been saying?
Well, the Trump administration still faces a legal binding obligation to, quote, facilitate, unquote, the release of this man who was mistakenly deported to El Salvador. But the administration continues to argue in federal court that it is now powerless because he's now in Salvadorian custody, not in American immigration custody anymore, and that the Salvadoran government, led by President Bukele, does not want to return this man to the U.S. But importantly now, because of a new ruling today, the administration will have to disclose further information about what steps, if any, they are taking to comply with this order, including sworn depositions and testimony by top administration officials at the Departments of State and Homeland Security. That is due by May 9th, next Friday. And I should also underscore that they also have to file daily updates as to the whereabouts of Mr. Abrego Garcia.
Are they still making the case? Can they still make the case now, though, and we have only a little time left, that their hands are tied? If the president is saying, my hands aren't tied, I could take care of this if I wanted to.
Well, they are making separate arguments in the legal setting and also in the court of public opinion. The court of public opinion, they are saying he's not a sympathetic figure because of the allegations that they have leveled against him. But legally, they have admitted they made a mistake. But still, he's now in Salvadoran custody, so there is nothing the U.S. can do now, John.